Man, man, I don't even this show right here. I don't even know, bro. Just shout out to everybody in the chat. Um, man, we got a lot to discuss. This one here is gonna hit a little bit different. It's got to hit a little bit different. Um, a lot of tough decisions to be made. First of all, first and foremost, prayers up to Tua Tagovailoa and his family, and his circle of you know people around him, friends, family, close friends. um Even the Miami Dolphins organization, the team, just prayers up for everybody. It's one thing to you know it's one thing to root for a team and be passionate about a team, but it's another thing to see like somebody from your squad like be in a situation where he's got to contemplate like retirement and having to make decisions like that. It's tough, right? Um so just it's Riggy, it's been a long 24 hours. It has. And I love my Miami Dolphins. I love my team. Um I can understand people being, you know, not a fan of certain players of the team, but no matter what, I'm a root for my guys, right? I'm a root for my guys when it comes down to it. But hey, I appreciate everybody coming through. Do me a favor, punch the like button. I know TD just, told everybody I was going live. I appreciate that. The homie always looking out. Um, but do your boy a favor, punch the like button. Man, we're gonna get this thing cracking, man. We ain't even doing the intro tonight. We not even doing the intro. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. And honestly, let's go give a shout out to the homie Charles Starnes, who was in here first. He says we cooked. Honestly, um, bro, I can't even be mad at you for saying we cooked. I can't even
I
be
ain't gonna lie,
mad.
I'm getting cooked.
That is the Miami Dolphins right now. We are in the oven, right? And honestly, bro, I mean, I just honestly, I said this on the live stream the other day. I know we're a better football team than what we put on the field, right? And I know Mike McDaniel is having the conversations with the team and saying, "Damn, we're a better football team than what we put out there on Thursday night." Um, but this is a real like, and what we call it in football, we call it a coming to Jesus moment, right? This is a real coming to Jesus moment. This is where we find out like what type of team we have, um, what type of organization we have. And I gotta keep it completely honest with y'all. I'm disappointed in the efforts. I'm disappointed in Tua and the way he approached the game um on Thursday night. Um I feel like I mean you gotta be more mature, right? And I think when you go out there and play a game like football and you're playing it at a high level, right? You have to do everything you can um, to protect yourself, right? Because there was a time where Tua was young, right? And he was fresh into the league, and he didn't have kids. He may have had a fiance or a wife, stuff like that. Um, but I mean, so you can play a little willy nilly when it comes to like that moment because you don't have a future to think about. You're thinking about your future, but it's not immediately in your face when you walk into the house, right? So honestly, I just felt like Tua's got to do a better job of putting himself in a position to like be successful. Like honestly, it comes down to him and him deciding to slide versus not sliding. And honestly, I can take the interceptions. I could take the picks. Um, I know QBs they have bad games. I know that, right? Um, So I'm fine with the interceptions. I'm fine with a bad game, right? But what I can't understand is you not protecting yourself in that moment and sliding and giving yourself an opportunity to play another play. I just don't understand that. So that's just irresponsible by Tua. I feel like he's got to be better in those moments. I know a lot of people are talking, next steps at this point, and we're going to get into talking next steps. So I'm gonna drop the link so um, maybe we can have some conversations about next steps. And I'm gonna take some callers. I want to hear your thoughts. I know there's a lot of people in here who want to come in and say, Tua is he ain't it, and of course, I mean that's fine. Hey, by all means, tee off, right? Because this is y'all moment. This is the Wolfpack's moment, right? This really is their moment. They've been saying this, they've been yelling this from the mountaintops for the longest. Um, so hey, it is what it is, and we got to deal with it as fans. The people who supported Tua got to deal with it. The people who didn't support Tua got to deal with it. Where we go from here is I don't know. I think Tua will probably play football again. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But I think right now, I would bet that he's leaning towards coming back, but we'll see how it shakes out. We'll see. We'll definitely see how it shakes out. But let me get into this chat a little bit. Shout out to the homie Chef Jew. And we're gonna bro, I mean, I don't know how long I'll go, but we'll probably be live for a little while for sure. We'll probably be live for a little while. Chef Jew in the building. Shout out to Chef Jew. What's good, OG CB83 and everyone? How y'all tonight? Check your pulse and fins up. Man, my pulse ain't pulsing right now. Chef, it ain't pulsing right now. Honestly, I'm tight. I'm just tight about the situation. I'm tight about everything. Man, even defensively, offensively, like how we came out. Man, I thought we would be better. I know we're better than that, and that's what pisses me off. I know we're a better football team than what we put on the field Thursday. Um, Joe, what's good with you? Joe says we done CB. No one even looked like they wanted to be there yesterday. Yeah, it was rough, right? And I mean, when Tua goes down, you kind of expect that, right? I mean, the team isn't rallying around Skyler Thompson in that moment. I think everybody's just kind of focused on Tua's health and worried about him getting better, him playing football again. So it's tough to be in that situation. Chef Juice says, shout out to the mod squad and the members of the members gang. Yeah, appreciate y'all coming through. Subscribe, like, share, and donate. Your seat at the table is waiting for you. Join the family. Join the family. And the family's hurting right now. I'm hurting. I know some people are, gassed up about this Tua situation, but damn, dog, it's not a good situation because it means we're in limbo, right? And when teams are in limbo, like they typically don't play good football, right? It's gonna take something, some outside variables to come in and like figure things out. It's just tough, bro. It's a tough situation to be in. It really is. And shout out to the homie Riggy. Riggy, man, I might have to just crack a bottle just to crack a bottle, bro. It's been a rough 24 hours. Sit, what's good? Big up CB83. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I appreciate the love and support. We still gonna rock out, whether Tua's under center, Skyler is under center, we still gotta rock out. But it just becomes tough knowing your QB1 ain't there. It does become tough. Cap for life. What's good? Cap for life. I seen you, bro. You've been out there rallying the troops today, eh? You've been rallying the wolf pack, huh? Shout out to Shake Money in the building. Good evening, everyone. It's another beautiful day in Zamunda. Hey, Shake, I'm glad you back on your beautiful day in Zamunda, bro. I missed that. I'm glad you back, man. Ricky Jackson in the building. We need Cam Newton. Cam ready to play? Is Cam coming out of retirement to play? He getting off the podcast couch and saying, "Yo, let's lace him up." I don't know, man. There's some options out there. We're gonna talk about the options. I guess we gotta We got to talk about the options. My man says Tua Leroy is down. OGCB83. This sucks for I wanted that win against the clumsy Bills. Man, me too. Me too. My man Shake Money says spoiler, Tua is not retiring. And I don't think he is either. Shake. I mean, I think he at least gives it a go through the end of this season. And I think he's gonna play this one out. I think he's gonna play it out. Now, is it in the best interest of his family and stuff like that? I don't know. Like, that's not my call to make, right? I'm not an expert on concussions. I know everybody takes concussions differently, like their bodies do. Some people it affects more than others. So it's gonna be a tough call, man. But Tua's definitely got some decisions to make. Like that's a part of it. He's gonna have to sit with the fam, sit with the doctors, discuss what's going on. It was good to see him get up and walk off the field. You could tell he was still a little out of it for sure. But man, it's bro, tough situation to be in. Shout out to the homie William Perry. Members gang is in the building. I see you, members gang. We gonna go up for you. We gotta go up for the members gang. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you. Charles says, I mean, I'm a root for them too, but at some point, enough is enough. And honestly, I mean, like we watch football to be like fanatical. I'm a fan, right? So I'm a fan of the Miami Dolphins. I want to see them go out and win football games. Um, I know situations occur, right? I know quarterbacks get hurt, guys go down, it happens, right? It's tough, especially when you're a season like this, you're expecting us to really go out and like win for once. Like, damn, like I mean, I'm expecting a great season from the Dolphins. Um, so I don't know, bro. It's tough when you're in a situation like this and your starting quarterback is out. There's a lot of uncertainty. I can understand people being upset, but I also think, bro, I mean, Tua's got a lot to deal with. Like Mike McDaniel's got a lot to deal with. Like Greer's got to figure out the situation with the quarterbacks. Like life has to go on, but I still want to, respect my guy because he's my quarterback. But it's just tough, man. It's a tough situation to be in. I think I saw part of Mike McDaniel's interview today, and he looked deflated. I mean, and I think that's how everybody is in that locker room right now. Everybody's probably deflated. There's a lot of uncertainty. People trying to figure out if Tua's going to be good, how long he's going to be out. Um, tough situation to be in. My man Raul P in the members game said, "Let Andrew Luck give Tua a call," and I don't know, man. We'll see. Like, I mean, Luck did something different, like out of the ordinary, early retirement. You don't see a lot of dudes do that. And honestly, I was thinking about this Tua situation. I was like, man, like, what if he did retire in the middle of the season? That would be I feel like that would be like a first for the NFL based off of injury. Like, I feel like that would be something that's like unprecedented in the NFL. Like, I'm sure it's happened before, but on this magnitude, a quarterback as young as Tua Tagovailoa, as promising as Tua, bro, it would be so Dolphins like, right? Because we've had the bully gate, we've had coaches snorting cocaine, we've had all this stuff, all the negative in the world, right? It would be so Dolphin like to have Tua just be like, yo, I'm calling it quits. And you know, I, I'm sure he loves playing the game, right? He's passionate about it. He loves doing it, but you also got kids, future to think about. And I don't want to force nobody into retirement. That's not my call. But that's what people are saying. And that's what, it really comes down to these decisions on whether or not he'll be the guy, right? The guy moving forward. And let me scroll down, man. I see ZB Mano. What's good with you? Hey, yeah, I'm hurt. Point blank, period, dog. I'm hurting. I'm a huge Dolphin fan. This shit hurt like hell when I saw Tua go down, and I said, "Damn, this." And I saw Skyler come in. I was like, "Okay, Skyler, we're gonna rally behind you. We're gonna try to figure this thing out." And then I just saw the way he was playing, and I was like, "Bro, I said we cooked. Like we are cooked now." Man, hey Q, what's good with you, man? Q, what's up? Red, White, and Bills in the building. What's good with you, Red, White, and Bills? The homie was on the show, man. I'm definitely gonna get you back on the show, so we could talk about this one. Red, White, and Bills, why y'all had to do my boy like that? Come on, bro. Why you had to do my boy like that? Tighten up, bro. William Perry in the building says CB is the same thing we talked about. We're only going as far as the offensive line. It's tough for me to put this on the offensive line, man. And I know, like, the offensive line on 3rd and short, that play where Austin Jackson just doesn't come downhill. And Austin Jackson played terrible yesterday. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Teron Armstead was hurt. Kendall Lamb came in and played soft. He played weak. Lester Cotton, he played weak. Honestly, it looked like them dudes was laying down last night. And that's what bothers me too. It's because, like, when you play these games, right? And you realize that, damn, these dudes is really tearing off they teeing off right now. And that's what, like, Ed Oliver, them dudes was teeing off on them boys. And you see Lester Cotton on the sideline, like, shrugging his shoulder, like, "Oh, I'm hurt." Like, bro, you choose the most inconvenient time for you to get hurt. The time where we got dogs on the field and these dudes is getting after it. It's like, come on, dog. Like, bro, these dudes are soft. Like, honestly, they're just soft. And honestly, Mike McDaniel got to own some of that. He got to own some of that. I talk to you guys all the time about, man, Mike McDaniel, this dude, and the veteran Russ and the not practicing guys, it sets a bad precedent for your team. It just does. It sets a bad precedent for your team. And if you're gonna play that way, if you're gonna be that type of football team, it just don't look good for you. It just don't look good for you when it come down to it, because it's very easy for guys to be like, "Oh, I'm hurting. I need to go on the sideline. I don't think I can play anymore." Right? Because you get into the habit of guys being hurt. They get hurt during the game, and there's a difference between being hurt and being injured. But you get into this habit of guys being hurt, and it's like, oh, okay, he's hurting, so he's gonna go sit on the sideline. No, bitch, get your ass in there and play, because you got to play through it. Like, and that's the nature of where we're at this point. It's just a bunch of, oh, he comes out for this play, comes out for that play. Oh, now Armstead's back in the game. Like, what are we doing? Like, bro, like, what are we doing? And that's what's frustrating, because this team's capable, right? You know they're capable, but you also know that, man, these dudes kind of fold under pressure. Like, when the going gets tough, and like, these dudes really don't want to punch back sometimes. And that's what bothers me, right? And shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 115 watching us right now. Do me a favor, punch the like button. Even if you don't like this, punch the dislike button. I don't care. Just engage, right? I appreciate you all coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. And honestly, I'm gonna bring up one or two at a time, maybe one. Let's keep it like short, sweet, to the point. I'll probably give each person like 2 minutes, right? I'll put like a 2-minute timer on, and just let you get it off. Honestly, tell me how you feel about it. Maybe give me some suggestions on, like, where you think we should go from here. And honestly, there's not many options out there. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you. I see Crypto. I see Chase. Jess is in the building. What's good, Jess? See Chef Jew. Who else is in here? Jeremiah's in here. He said we need to get rid of McDaniel. Damn, we just gave him an extension. She, boy, y'all on one tonight. Mountie in the building. Mountie, what's good with you? Um, Jeremiah says, love your show, bro. Yeah, appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you coming through, man. I appreciate the support. Charles says Chris Greer gotta go, man. I'm sick of him. He is the main root to all of this. Damn, that's tough. Because I thought Chris Greer put together a good football team this offseason. Now are the Dolphins a bad football team based on the 2 games that you've seen? What's y'all thoughts? Yes or no? Are the Miami Dolphins a bad football team right now? Based off the 2 games you've seen this season, are they a bad football team? Put it in the chat. I gotta hear it because a lot of people are saying we're a bad football team based on the 2 games that you've seen. Okay, so Jose says no. Joe says yes. Charles says yes. C Teach 101 says yes. Who else? Come on. Jess says right now, yes. Juan says not bad, but definitely not elite. DDJ says yes. Raphael says no. Travis says yes. Q says no. Shake says no. True Talk says the Dolphins on their team, they're just a bunch of stars that wear the same jersey. Them Tua Nears gonna say yes because Tua is out. Rabbi and Bill says y'all are not a bad team. Week 1, you battle down 14. Good teams don't do that. I like it. Mountie says poorly coached. H says no. Miss Fins, what did you say, man? Miss Fins, let me go up because see, CB, you can't talk to people like that. They're not soft. They are mellow. Nah, Miss Fins. They gotta be better, man. Where are we at? Where were we at? Anthony Manzano says yes and no. Until the offense proves they're better, then yes. Bro, I would have said yes if Tua was out there still. So a lot of people are saying some yeses, a lot of yeses. The Dolphins are bad. People think the Dolphins are a bad football team right now. Cuban Kane says bad team, it's Hill or bust. Travis Holloway says Tua got to stop spot throwing. J Rock says McDaniel dropped the ball coaching this team. Yeah, I think you guys have some valid points. Honestly, I do. Do I think the Dolphins are a bad football team? Nah, I don't think you're a bad football team. Now, did you play bad? And that's the thing. Did you play bad on Thursday? Yeah, you played bad on Thursday. Like all 3 phases. I mean, special teams didn't really get a shot, but damn, you played bad on offense and defense. No complimentary football. Just no fight. And that's what I'm concerned with, is that there was a lack of fight. And a lack of urgency, right? Like, it's gotta be somebody, and even Tua, like Tua, when you're throwing picks, right? I feel like you gotta be the one going down the sideline. My bad. Let's get it. I got you. We gonna find a way. Let's find a way to make this right, right? And I didn't see that. It was kind of just like lackadaisical, sitting on the bench, not looking at the tablet, not trying to figure out what he can do to get better. Like, it just becomes too casual sometimes, right? And honestly, I didn't think the first INT was on him. I thought he threw the ball right where it needed to be. The guy didn't get his head around, hit him in the shoulder pads, ends up bouncing off his shoulder pads and into somebody's hands, right? I didn't think that first one was on him. Now the second 2, just terrible plays, right? And I thought the third one was completely dumb. Just take the sack, punt the ball, and we live to see another play. Like, we can figure it out at that point. So, man, it's just a rough situation to be in. Um, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's never like people like trying to figure it out on the sideline. It's like when you throw these picks, it's just like casual, like, oh, I'm just gonna sit over here and we just gonna figure it out. No, bitch, look at the tablet, figure out what you did wrong, get with your coach, get with your offensive line, have a talk with those guys. Like, go down to like that's something, and that's a part of being the leader that we need on the football team. And that's part of what I thought Tua was going to be this year is that, hey, when you're down and in those moments, like you got to rally the troops. You can't just be doing it in the locker room. Sometimes you got to get into his face on the sideline and be like, yo, tighten this shit up. Like, protection's got to be better here. Hey, we got to run the ball better here. Right? Like, on 3rd and short, Austin Jackson, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't see enough of that. And McDaniel just kind of it bothers me because he's the guy who's running the offense, right? And he's never talking to the guys during the game. And I understand he's a head coach. He's got a lot to deal with. He's worried about other units. He has to call timeouts, things like that. Well, maybe you shouldn't be doing the play calling if that's the case, right? Or maybe you should be the offensive coordinator instead of being the head coach, because there needs to be somebody to engage with these guys um, between the series. And I think you should be doing it because you're the one calling the plays. Like, you're the one managing the offense. So when Austin Jackson comes off the field, and after that 3rd and short where he just doesn't down block, doesn't get his head across, and the guy just mashes us in the backfield, you got to be the one to dig in and be like, bro, I'm calling this play so we can get it done. Like, you got to be the one to step that shit up, right? And I think when coaches try to do the play calling shit and they try to do the coaching, it's a lot. Honestly, you can't be a head coach in the NFL and do that. It's just hard. It's difficult. Super difficult. So I feel like McDaniel's got to figure out, and I think this offseason he may relinquish call playing duties, right? Because you're not going to demote yourself to an offensive coordinator. Bro, you got to bring somebody in you trust, give them your vision, and let them run with it, right? Those guys who are calling the plays need to be engaged with the guys who are in the game, right? So that's part of it too. And we gotta make the necessary changes at this point. We just gotta make the necessary changes. It's annoying. It really is. And let me go ahead and drop this link, man. I know some of you want to come up. I'm not bringing up everybody at one time. Like I said, I'm gonna give everybody, 1 or 2 minutes to talk. Maybe you want to come up and tell me your thoughts. Maybe you want to come up and clown me because, I have faith into it. I'm cool. I'm cool with all of that. I still, it's still about. I still rock with my QB1. Still rock with my QB1. The link is in the chat. Feel free to pop in. I know some of the Wolfpack want to hit the chat, and let's get Tom in here first. Tom, what's up with you, man? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, just like you, I had to sit there and watch everything this morning and
Yeah.
everybody's opinions. Let me tell you something. Ryan Clark had me damn near in tears
Yeah.
because he was the only man on live TV or, up there saying, look, this is to his decision because I've been
Mhm.
there. He was
Yeah.
saying, you know, this is what I want to do. And if Tua wants to come back, it's not up to his family. It's not up to our opinion. It's up to him.
And that was actually, honestly, bro, that whole that Ryan Clark's speech, or the thing he
You watched that
said.
whole segment too?
I did. I watched the whole segment, and bro, it was it was really like it was really telling, bro. It really did. It really did kind of hit home. Um, and it's sad because people want to retire Tua, right? People want to say, hey, Tua doesn't belong at this point, or it's just too much. He needs to go sit down with his family. But Ryan Clark said it. He was like, bro, I've made those decisions. I've played through concussions. I've played through that because that's what I chose to do. And Tua's gonna have the opportunity to choose as well, right? Um, and he'll most likely choose to play. Like that's where I think he's leaning towards, but you just never know, man. But I'm not gonna retire the guy based on that. I'm gonna let him make the decision. And there's a lot of guys who have chosen to play through concussions, to play through injuries, because that's what they do. I mean, honestly, playing football growing up, you get hurt your whole life, right? You're always hurt, right? When you're banging on, when you're playing high school ball. When I play high school ball, there were injuries. When I play college ball, there were injuries, but you still push through because that's just what you do. That's the nature of being a football player. It kind of comes with the territory. Like
Exactly.
at some point, you're gonna get banged up. You're gonna need to get treatment. You'll need to figure it out. Like that comes with the game, right? It's not a great thing, but shit, that's just the nature of it. And
And you know what upsets me, and this is going to be a little bit off topic, and I hate to bring this up.
go ahead.
You know, I was in the military, and before you thank me, I didn't do shit. I was a cook, and I didn't even get deployed. So yada yada. But what I will say, as while I was in the military, guess what? Everybody who signs up puts this same thing up at the line. They put their lives and their everything on the line.
Yeah,
And nobody, yeah, everybody thank the troops, thanks the troops, thanks the troops. But they never get this up in arms like they would for Tua. Tua's already
yeah,
a millionaire. Tua's already set. And
yeah.
they're like, oh, he needs to retire. He got to do good by his family. His family's fine.
His family's set.
If he gets hit by a car tomorrow, God forbid, knock on wood,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and something happen, his family's fine.
yeah.
So
But
at this point, I'm
people
just
want to
like,
see him enjoy his life, right? And honestly,
does a soldier not want to enjoy their life
they,
afterwards?
they do, they do. But I think people don't look at it that way. I think it's just, I
And
think
that's where I was
people,
getting to. That's where I was getting to
yeah,
because they
because
don't
it's
see it.
Tua.
No, they
Yeah.
don't see it. You put a GoPro cam on every soldier that has to get deployed live on TV.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That would be
That's where I was
crazy.
getting there. That's the point I was trying to get to. It's like everybody you saw it live to it getting hurt, not once
Yeah.
but twice.
Right.
So that's the weird thing I'm just trying to get to. Like the soldiers are making $20,000 a year doing the same thing. This man's got millions, and I hope him the best, and I want him to do good. I want him to come back and win a
Yeah.
Super Bowl just to stick it to everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. It's rough, man. Hey, Steve, what's good, my boy? Hey, Tom, I appreciate you coming through, man. I got to get some other people on. We got a bunch of people in the back,
Do
bro.
what you gotta do, baby.
Hey, man, have a good one, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Shout out to the homie Steve. Hey, Steve, what's good, man? That's my homie in real life, my man Steven in DC. What's good with you, my boy? Let's go ahead and get Anthony Manzano on here. Anthony, what's good? I know you got some takes for me. Let's hear it, bro.
Hey
Let's
Stevie,
hear
how
it.
are you today, man?
I'm not the best. I'm not the best, Tony, but we'll figure it out.
And CB, I understand his choice, but when you see that his body is telling him that he can't play the game, wouldn't it be smart? I'm not saying I'm forcing Tua to retire, but
Yeah.
wouldn't it be a smart decision for him to retire because his own body is telling him he can't play the sport that he loves with the
And
concussions and the injuries?
and let me tell you this. So you said his body is telling him he can't play the game. I don't think it's that his body is telling him he can't play the game. I think it's his body telling him that he can't play the game reckless, right? You can't play the game outside of sliding, protecting yourself and doing what's best for your body. Like that's what you can't do, right? So my thing is he can play the game, right? But he's got to play the game within the means of protecting himself. If he's going to play the game reckless, he should probably go ahead and retire now. To be completely honest with you.
And
So,
you know what?
and if he can't, and this is my thing, if he can't play the game, and some people Tua may feel like, bro, I can't play like that. Like I can't play the game where I'm sliding and I'm trying to protect myself and I'm worried about hits and stuff like that. If you can't play that game and play like that, you should probably step away.
Yeah, no, and you guys brought up Ryan Clark earlier. Ryan Clark said Mike Tomlin saved me from myself in that same segment, that he wanted to go on the field, but Mike Tomlin said, you've been on concussion protocol multiple times already.
Yeah.
It's best for you to step away from the game for your own health. And I think that's what, honestly, I think that's what needs to happen with Tua. Someone in that building might have to protect him from himself. I'm not saying the kid has to retire, but they have to protect him from himself. Where I'm afraid if he gets another hit like that, he's not going to stand up.
But and this is my thing. Like he played the entire season last year and stayed healthy, Anthony, right?
Yeah.
So when we look at the year before where he had the concussion, right? We're like, man, if he takes another hit like that this year, right? And he has to go out for 4 to 5 games, shit, he probably shouldn't play football again. But he ends up playing the whole entire year healthy, right?
Yeah.
So he plays the whole year healthy, and people are like, man, Tua may be good. Like he learns how to fall. Like he hasn't taken a bad hit. He's protected himself for the most part. So people are thinking he's good. Now we're in a situation where he takes off running.
That wasn't even a hard hit.
And it wasn't a hard hit, but it was the way he hit. Like it was the
He
way
went
the
head
impact,
first, which wasn't smart.
Not smart at all, bro. Slide and live to see another day. And even if we don't get the
I
first
feel
down,
bad for DeMar Hamlin. I feel in a way I kind of feel bad for DeMar now that he might feel responsible.
And it's crazy because my wife was like, man, maybe that was like the butterfly effect, like him hitting Hamlin and going down. And I was like, man, chill. Like it's just a weird situation. And it's crazy how life works sometimes. But it just, I mean, Tua's got to protect himself in playing the game.
No,
and
mentally it's going to affect DeMar because he's been in that situation.
Yeah,
and he's going to feel responsible that he caused that
DeMar,
thing on Tua.
But DeMar also knows that, hey, this is a collision sport. This is how you play the game. Like this, and he wasn't going in to take him out. He was just going in to make contact and put him on the ground. But sometimes it happens, and that's just the nature of it.
And CB, we bring up the segment, but did you hear what James Jones, the former Packers receiver, said? That his own wife told him, "You're gonna have to retire because I'm worried for if you're not even gonna come back." Did you hear what?
Right. Yeah. Like, that's honestly, guys, that's the nature of being a football wife, being a football family. Like it's brutal. The sport is brutal. The sport is getting safer.
With him specifically having these serious this concussion wasn't even full contact. That's the scary thing. And I was watching a person who's a neurologist and stuff like that say that this type of non-contact concussion has more lingering effects than a full contact one.
I got you. Yeah. I appreciate you, Tony, man. Thanks. It was good chopping it up with you, bro. Always good conversation.
Have a good day.
All right, man. Have a good one. Shout out. I got a lot of people trying to get in the back. I got a studio full of people right now. Tom, I'm gonna kick you from the studio and then I'll bring you back. But feel free to come back in. I got a bunch of people trying to get in. All right, next guest. Next guest is, I think it's Joe. Joe, what's going on, man?
What's up,
Joe?
How you doing, man?
Hold on, let me see something real quick. Zach, were you first or was Joe first?
I don't even know. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I got you. You don't
I
know
don't
who it
even know.
was?
I don't know who was first, to be honest. But it's whatever you want to do.
Okay, let me run with Joe real quick, and then I got you, bro.
No problem.
All right. Hey, Joe, what's going on, man? What you got for me?
Hey, man, I just want to say this team, man, and I will put the Tua stuff aside, and I just want to look at this team as a whole. This team seems to lack heart, man. I don't see the want to try. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at
Yeah.
Tyreek. What happened to Tyreek? He disappeared. He wasn't even
He
there,
he
basically.
he yeah, he disappeared last night. And it's unfortunate that I mean Tyreek hasn't had a good game against the Bills ever. Like he's never had a good game against the Bills. And bro, we brought you here to kind of take off on this football team. That's what we need. Like we brought you here for moments like this against the Buffalo Bills. Like you gotta Diggs did it to us for years. You gotta be the one to do it to them for years. And it's
Right.
unfortunate.
Right. It's like we don't have that guy to step up in the big moment. Every time we're in the big moment, we seem to shrink away from it. And as a
Yeah.
fan, I kind of get tired of seeing that. You know what I'm saying? I want us to win those big games.
I
I want us
I,
to go
I
back to the Marino days where we used to pull off, and win the big games. I mean, we didn't
yeah.
always. Of course, we never won a Super Bowl, but you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying.
But I agree with you, man. And I think I mean Waddle had some big plays, right? And it wasn't a lot, but he had a play on the goal line where he almost got that touchdown and he was like, yo, let's go. I'm hype. Like there were some moments. A-Chan had some good runs, um, but it just wasn't enough. And then the defense when they can't get off the field, it's deflating, right? And I know I put a lot on the defense, but when you can't get Josh Allen off the field and you're on 3rd and long and Jalen Ramsey lets the guy get behind him and they get the first down and then they score on the next couple plays. It's like, damn, bro, like you had them in 3rd and long. You probably force them to punt or to kick a field goal. Now they get a touchdown based off that. It's like, bro, like we gotta be better in these situations. And it's on Mike McDaniel, guys. And I know, right? I think people get tired of me putting it on McDaniel. McDaniel got to tighten that shit up. Point blank, period, bro. You got to be on your guys a little bit more, right? Ramsey getting caught looking in the backfield, bro. You getting paid a lot of money, dog, to make plays. You getting paid a lot of money. Everybody's got to come to play in these moments. And I understand guys have bad games. I understand it, but you got to find a way to make plays in these games. And these games against the Bills and these games against the good football teams, you gotta step up. And that's where they gotta be, Joe.
You're right, man. You're right. Hey, and a lot of it's got to be. It's like we went from one extreme to the other. We went from extreme hardness with Flores to now we got tissue softness with McDaniels. We need something in the
Bro,
middle.
nowhere in the middle, man. Nowhere in the middle, dog. And look, Tua's gotta be better too. Like the bonehead mistakes, bro. Like that shit should be beneath you. Trying to throw it away on the sideline and throwing a pick six, like that should be beneath you. That should be gone at this moment. Year 5, bro, pull the ball down, go into the fetal position and protect yourself. Like that's what Tom Brady did for years. He just realized that, bro, like I'm not winning this one. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it, take the sack, and go on to the next play.
Yep, I agree with that too. I mean, but you know, I don't know what it is about Tua, but he seems to have a hard time learning lessons
He
about
does. He
things
does.
that he should have learned year 1 and 2, and here we are in year 5, still making the same mistakes. I mean,
Yeah.
at some point, and as far as his health goes, I mean, when are we as an organization going to say, okay, man, look, this is twice we've seen this fencing response.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when are we going to step in to protect him, like the other guy was saying, from himself? I mean, when is enough going to be enough? When we cart him off in a hearse? I mean,
And that's where I think the organization is at this point. I think they're gonna have to make a decision to, and I'm fine with Tua coming back and playing, But I think you got to make a decision to put something better behind Tua, because Skyler isn't the answer if Tua's going to be out. I'm just sorry. And he may, he's serviceable, but I think we need better than serviceable based on our situation. But Joe, I appreciate you coming through, man. I got to get Zach up, man. It was a
Yeah, thanks
pleasure
for letting me
having
on,
you.
CB.
Hey, feel free to come through anytime, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate you, man. Hey, all right, the homie Zach in the building. Zach, what's going on, man? How
What's
you
going on,
feeling?
bro?
How you feeling,
I'm
bro?
good. I'm good, bro. I just want to say, prayers to you and your family, and I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated, man. I'm tired of it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
even just the organizational dysfunction is unbelievable, bro. Like, why are we signing all these guys to extensions when we have done nothing yet? We've done nothing. We've extended the whole Tyreek Hill. Oh, well, okay. I understand extending Tyreek, right? And
Right.
Waddle. But you extend McDaniel. You sign Tua to a big deal. You extend Ramsey. All these players, and we have done nothing.
So this is a good observation. Now, would you have signed Tua to the extension? You said you wouldn't have, but would you have signed him to the extension, or would you made him play on the 5th-year option?
It's tough because he only stayed. I mean, realistically, going back to college, he's only been healthy for one season.
Yeah.
Like, going all the way back to when he was at Alabama. I mean, I understand he's had different injuries. Like, I don't think the hip's been an issue, obviously, since college. I know he's had a couple of knickknacks here and there, but then, obviously the concussion started rolling through. I mean, I'm just disappointed in the organization just signing all these extensions, because now we're screwed. Like, now we have to go all in. Like, we're screwed.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
this definitely isn't the team that you want to try to reset with because of the moves you made, right? So they can't reset it at this moment. I mean, they could. It just would be a terrible look.
Here's the thing, right? Everybody's talking about Tua retiring, bro. Tua is not going to retire. He's owed $200 million. He's not going to retire. Like, unless medical professionals tell him, hey, listen, you can never play a snap of football again. He's going to play. He's going to get his money. Like, he's not going to turn down his money and just say, hey, well, I'm going to retire for my family. Like, no, he wants to continue to create that generational wealth. Of course he's still going to play.
I don't know, Zach. I don't know if do you really think it's about the money for Tua? You think it's about the money?
I mean, like, well, here's the thing. When he already signed the deal, right? What's his guarantees?
Bro, he signed the deal. He's $100 million guaranteed.
He's got over $100 million guaranteed. Even, I mean, I think, and TD
that's
was
a lot of money,
earlier, bro. I think you just cut him. Like, I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but listen. There's no reason to pay him this money. We understand he's a good quarterback. He's not a bum. He's a good quarterback. The issue is he's turnover prone in the big games. Against the bums, he gonna put up the 3 touchdowns, 200, 300 yards against the bums. When it comes to the good competition, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Baltimore Ravens, we already know what he's finna do. Besides that one game against the Ravens where all of a sudden the secondary forgot, hey, we got Tyreek Hill. So that one comeback game back in, was it
Baltimore.
22?
Yeah, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, amazing game, right? Outside of that, what big game has Tua won? And the issue is, when you got guys in a division like Josh Allen, you got Patrick Mahomes in the conference, you've got to be that type of quarterback to take over the game. He's never been that type of quarterback where everything else around you is breaking down. Look at Josh Allen last night, rolling out of the pocket, throwing to the third string running back deep down the field. He didn't even use his legs. I mean, I know they ran the ball very well, and James Cook had a hell of a night.
Yeah.
But you've got to, in the NFL nowadays, you've got to find that generational type of quarterback. And I feel bad for talking down on Tua, which everybody's been saying it today. You're talking down on him after an injury.
They've been killing him today, boy. They've been killing him.
Bro, he looked like trash before the injury. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He was trash before the injury.
I mean, so when you say trash, like what did he do bad in the game?
So, I mean, I guess, like, the first interception is what it is, right?
You
Number
think the
88.
first interception's his fault?
I mean, I guess it's on both guys, but bro, we just signed 88. I don't even know his name. DuBois.
DuBose.
Who,
Yeah,
who is 88, bro? And
yeah.
you throwing him these timing balls, like, bro, he doesn't know your quarterback style. Well, I'm sure he probably knows a little bit about it, but I'm sure he's not expecting that ball.
Yeah.
Like, he's not somebody who, like, if that's Tyreek Hill or Waddle, that's probably a catch. They're probably expecting that right off the break of their route. They're probably expecting the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not DuBois.
Yeah.
And then with Robbie Anderson, Anderson, I get it. It might have been the wrong route, but it's just, I mean, that one was tough too. It's a bang bang play. It's a bang bang play. You know, he thinks he's going to run something. He throws a bad ball. He runs a bad route, whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated from the organization because of all the contract extensions and everything that we've been doing, and the team has not shown any growth, right? Like, ever since McDaniel's been here, what have we been? A bubble wild card team. We'll get to the playoffs. We're not going to win the division because we don't have a Josh Allen. So we're gonna maybe make a wild card, and then what? Lose to the Chiefs, lose to the Bills. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's what we've been. I can't even, bro. I can't
and the
even.
problem is, at what
Yeah.
point? Why do you? First of all, Ramsey's been terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Ramsey's been awful.
You struggle.
And then you extend him, and he's been horrible, which is already a bad sign. He's not gonna get better. I mean, maybe he can improve.
Well, he could get better. I think he could get better, but he's playing poorly right now. He's playing poorly.
Bro, he got toasted by Ty Johnson, bro.
Yeah. He's struggling, and it's just undisciplined. Like, just looking in the backfield, like eyeing down the quarterback, bro. Get your eyes on the players in your area, like just little stuff like that, little addition.
But then he made a great play against Jacksonville when he ran from one side to the other and hunted down ETN. Like, that's where I kind of disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree to a certain extent with Joe about the heart of the team, because I feel like the defense was fighting, bro. Like, if you go back to that game in the first quarter, we were making the Bills work for it early on in the game.
Yeah.
The problem is when they get chance after chance after chance, and then they get the ball to
cook
start
you
the
one
second
time.
half.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna put up 30. Like, they got the ball. How many possessions did they have in the first half alone?
They had a lot.
I mean, and I felt like the defense was playing well to start the game, right? You force a couple of punts. We get the ball back, and mistakes just keep piling on. And it's every time we play these contender type of teams, these teams that we know are going to be playing football in January. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And it frustrates me, man. It really does.
Zach, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I mean, you have some great takes, bro. Come through more often, man. Come check me out, bro.
I start yapping, bro. I'm just
frustrated
right now, bro.
You good, man. I appreciate you coming through. Great takes, bro. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, pull up on your boy, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Prayers to you and yours, bro.
Hey, thanks. Same to you, bro. Be blessed.
Yes, sir. You as well.
All right, man. Shout out to the homie Zach for pulling up, man. We got Seasoned Apple in the building. Seasoned Apple, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, bro?
How you feeling, man?
I feel better. I had to pray everything off me.
My man said he had to pray everything off him. What was on you, bro? What was on you?
I was just hurt. I ain't really cared about that loss, but I cared about Tua, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
like,
tough, bro.
None of our players posted on Twitter or on their Instagram stories or anything after that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Like, honestly,
the only reason that I'm not saying we're done yet is because maybe this motivates the team to play harder for Tua.
Okay, that's a good take. Yep, go ahead.
Because he's not out there because people forget the fact that we went to the playoffs with Skyler Thompson. I understand it was like not good, not great quarterback play, but
yeah,
we still made the playoffs without Tua.
I hear you, man, and that's a good option, right? Maybe the team rallies behind Skyler or whoever they bring in because Tua's not out there. They're gonna realize that they know Tua wants to be out there. They know he's a fighter and wants to be out there. But man, it's tough. And J Miami Sports says, "Did someone die?" And honestly, I mean, honestly, it does kind of feel like that. It feels like when your guy isn't out there and he's going through concussion protocol, it feels like, man, somebody's not there that is usually there, that is usually like a part of what you do. So it feels like you've lost something. Like it does feel that way, and it sucks. But hey, this is what we're here for, to have these conversations. But we'll see how it works out. I mean, what's your thoughts moving forward? Do you think Skyler's good enough, or do you think we need to go get somebody else?
Well, if it's long term, then we need to get somebody else. But for these next 3 weeks, Seattle, then Tennessee, then New England, these are all bum teams. Even Seattle, I don't care what anybody says. DK Metcalf is not that good. Um, if we Seattle's our hardest game out of the three we have left before the bye week.
All should be winnable games, but it's tough without your starting quarterback.
Yeah,
It's just
and
tough. It's gonna be tough.
If Skyler can give us, see the play calling to me is what's been bad these 2 weeks. Like the play calling sucked, but like if we can, Achan has been cooking though.
Achan's been cooking. He's
So
been
like
cooking.
if we do Achan, use Achan more, and like Skyler can get the ball out to our playmakers the fastest he can, then I feel like we should be good offensively. Defensively, that's a we got a good defense. We have a good. Did
They
you
just not.
realize
We
nobody's
have a good
talking about
defense.
this?
They not playing good though.
Nobody's talking about this, but the defense held Buffalo to 0 in the second half.
0 what? 0 points?
Yeah, the 7 that they did have in the second half came from a pick six that Tua
Oh,
threw.
okay.
So
Yeah.
Buffalo got 0 points in the second half. Josh Allen put 0 points in the second half. No,
That's true.
nobody brought that up. Nobody brought
Okay.
that up.
I mean,
And there was
that's
zero
not
points,
bad.
0 points in the second half against uh, Jacksonville as well. And it
Yeah.
was like,
So maybe they did make maybe they did make the adjustments. Now Mansa Chill is right. He says they didn't need to score. He said the game was over. So I don't know how hard they were pressing, but I mean the defense did do all right in the second half.
after the pick six, yeah, I agree. But if he didn't throw a pick six, it was still a
Yeah.
possibility.
Right.
So,
So maybe they take that into Seattle and build off that. But we'll see. We'll see. Hey, but Season App, I appreciate you coming through, man. I got a bunch of
yeah,
people in the back trying to get on, man. It's always good talking to you, bro.
yeah, bro. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace out. Shout out to the homie Season Apple. We got the homie. Do you stay? Hey, Big Philly in the building. What's good, boy? You got some feedback, boy. Tighten up.
I got feedback. That's probably because I'm charging my phone. What's
Oh,
going
okay.
on, boss? How
What's
you
up,
doing?
man? How you feeling? Hey, hold up. There's a little controversy around a post that you had. What's going on?
There ain't nothing wrong with that post.
Are you breaking up? You in a blender? Can you hear me? Big Philly, I lost you, bro.
People
I
want to get in
lost
their
you.
feelings. It's not like AB didn't come up there and say, "Welcome to the CTE club." I mean, bro, people said a lot worse shit than what I said, but it is what it is, bro. People want to get in their feelings, that's fine.
Hey, people
But they
was
know where I'm
there.
at, bro. At the end of the day,
People,
dude, I'm a Tua fan. I'm a Tua supporter. I just want to see the man healthy and enjoy his family. And if they want to take
yeah.
that shit personal, let them take it personal. I don't give
Yeah,
a
man.
fuck.
You hit him with the happy retirement. So people were kind of tight about that. I saw it. I was like, damn, people
Dude,
really
that ain't
going
even
in
work,
on
bro.
Big
Yo, you know what it
Philly.
is? The AB go on there and talk about, hey, welcome to the CTE club. Like, come on, bro. That's mad disrespectful. How about Frank the what's that guy? Frank the Tank, whatever the fuck his name is from Barstools. Oh, that he's the
Yeah.
Hawaiian Daniel Jones. Bro, like there's some more disrespectful stuff out there that came out than what I said,
It
bro.
was,
It is what
bro.
it is.
It was a lot out there today, and honestly, bro, people are. I think first of all, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this moment. right? And I understand it, right?
Dude, a lot of people do. There's been so much anticipation when it comes to when is he going to get another concussion, and it's a hot topic.
Yeah,
He is the starting quarterback again. Like he's our Dolphins quarterback, right? And again, like I said, I supported Tua at the beginning.
yeah,
I still do support Tua, but at the same time, it's a game, dude. It's not one thing is a game, another thing is like life. You feel me? He has 2 kids.
yeah,
It's different when he had the first concussion. He had one on the way, I think, or maybe not even one on the way yet. It might have happened after the fact. But you want to make sure that he stays healthy, and that's the biggest thing. So it's like I want to see him retire. Not that I want to see him not as a Dolphins quarterback. I would love to see where he would have taken us,
right.
but at the same time, you got to think of it as like a human, as a human, his life perspective,
Yeah,
right? And it's like his quality of life might change, and that's
yeah,
where it's like, is it really worth it?
yeah, man. Good
So, but
take.
anyways, I had to explain it. So
Yeah, yeah,
I did
yeah.
another post and I explained what I was trying to say, but
I got you.
people want to get all upset, but that's fine. And honestly, dude, like I'm kind of tired of already talking about the whole concussion aspect. I want to see what they do, because regardless of whether he decides to retire or not, because if he decides to come back, there's a lot of questions.
Hmm.
What is he gonna do to protect himself? Why isn't he wearing the guardian cap? Right? They approved that for this specific reason.
Yeah, yeah.
So why isn't he wearing the guardian cap? And what are they gonna do to protect him with that offensive line? People don't want to talk about it. You want to talk about something? Austin Jackson, PFF grade for last night's game, 27.
My goodness, bro, it
27.
was bad. Honestly, he
Robert Jones,
he looked
56.
bad. He looked bad live, dog. He
Dude,
looked bad
Robert
live.
Jones, 56. I can only imagine Cotton. Cotton was just as bad. So
Yeah,
again, why aren't we spending money? You spend all this money on Tua. You spend all this money on Tyreek. You spend all this money on Waddle. All these weapons, right? But why aren't you building the trenches?
yeah,
Oh, we're the only ones that are having issues with it. This is exactly why we have issues. Not saying that the offensive line is the cause of the concussion. That's Tua's doing.
yeah.
Tua should have slid. But again, like to somebody appointed to earlier, that's his competitive nature. And I get that. But at the same
But you
time,
got to
you have a
protect
history.
yourself.
Exactly, you have a history of concussions.
Yeah,
You need to slide. We shouldn't be in this situation. We should have Tua going into Seattle.
we should, bro, and that's what pisses me off. We should, because all he had to
And
do was slide, and bro, play the game out. You never know what happens in a game. Just keep playing.
I
Keep
mean,
protecting yourself.
we were still in it until that pick six. Like
Yeah, we were
I think
still
when
in
we
it.
were down by 2 scores, we were kind of driving. They did take a couple steps back there with the late pressure. But again, the
Yeah.
pressure aspect, if our offensive line was better, maybe he's not backpedaling trying to run for his life and throws that ball away for a pick.
But it doesn't matter, bro. Sometimes quarterbacks are gonna have to run for their life. That's just the nature of the position, bro.
Yeah, bro,
There's
but
gonna
not
be an
everybody.
offensive line that gets beat every now and then.
I want
Like
to know if somebody could find out what the pressure rate was last night for Buffalo.
they
What the
got after
pressure
us.
rate?
They got after us. Trust. Like
Dude, I know they did.
they got.
Trust me.
But I mean,
Oliver was all over our
he
interior offensive
was.
line.
He was eating. But when you shuffling guys in and out like that, you got to expect that too. So that's
I get
part
it.
of my
Yeah,
problem.
Armstead did go down. That's another thing. That's why I kind of said it's
Armstead went
Chris Greer.
down.
Chris Greer needs to be put on the hot seat at this
Robert
point.
Jones went down. So
Yeah.
it's a bad situation, man. It's a bad
Both
situation.
shoulder injuries, by the way. Robert Jones and Teron Armstead were both shoulder injuries.
Soft. Them dudes soft. Them dudes soft. Them
Dude,
dudes.
that's why I
Them
say, dude, I got a
Them
lot of
dudes scared.
questions.
Them dudes scared, bro. I appreciate you coming through, Big Philly. I gotta
As
get some other
always,
people in, bro.
CB.
Appreciate
Much
you,
love for
bro.
you.
All right, bro. Later. Hey, man, who is this? 2 of D's. What's good?
What's up, CB, bro?
Oh, that's my boy Fred, my
Man,
big Wolfpack buddy.
Yeah, you know who it is, CB, man. What's up with making me wait in the back so long, bro?
Man, I gotta run it like this, man. I don't want to get too
Yeah, I
carried
know,
away.
Yeah, I know, CB, man.
What's going on
Hey,
with you,
CB,
man?
listen. Nothing much, man. But because, I got a number of things, man. Number of issues with this team, bro.
Let's get
Like
straight to it.
you,
Let's get straight to
and
it.
my one CB, bro, is honestly, bro, your wide receivers getting off the line of scrimmage, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering which one is it? Is it because the offensive line is trash, or is it the wide receivers can't get off the goddamn line of scrimmage, bro? I need to know which one it is, bro.
It's tough.
Which one is it, bro?
I mean,
And
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. And, Tyreek on the sideline, 50% of the game, bro. That didn't help. That didn't do nothing for me. You know what I mean? What else, bro? I had some things, man.
How'd you feel
But
about Tua? How'd you feel about Tua? I know. I mean,
hey,
Fred,
man,
this is come
okay,
on.
okay.
Come on, you can't get up here,
Yeah,
Fred, and
yeah,
not
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
Tua. Come on
Yeah,
now.
man, you know what, CB, man, you know where I am with him, bro. You know where I am with him, bro.
Tell
But I'm
me,
gonna say this, man.
tell me how you feeling.
I, I,
Tell me
I'm
how
gonna
you feeling, Fred.
I'm gonna say this, CB, man. Like I feel as though this fan base has gassed Tua up so much, bro, that he's taking on tacklers, bro, head on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just instead of just sliding off to the side. Even you go head
So
first,
we,
bro. Just
gassed them.
slide up to the side and go down, bro. I think this fan base is gassed Tua up, bro, where he can take on fucking tacklers, bro, and make things happen, man. And I think that's a damn shame.
Damn, dog. So you think it's us? You think we gas this man up?
I sure do,
Honestly,
bro. I sure do. I sure do, bro. I think this man's been gassed up, man, to where he thinks he's something, man, that he know he's not, bro. Yeah.
that's rough, bro. Honestly, I
Hey,
mean,
man.
what you think? What you think the alternative is? What's our next move, Fred? You think
Hey,
Skyler can
man.
get
Our
it
next
done?
move, of course, CB, man. The next move is next man up, bro. And you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. And with this right here, I hope that the team and Mike McDaniel puts Skyler Thompson in the right situation. What I mean by that, man, is like, look, give me your 100, still give me your 100% as if Tua was starting
I got
next
you.
week, bro.
Yeah. That's how it's got to be. I agree with that, Fred. Now I agree with that. Do you think they need to go get some other players to put in front of them? Or you think we got enough?
Um, hey man, I don't think. Hey man, they didn't go out and get any offensive lineman for Tua, bro. Why would they do it with Skyler, bro? And like I said, man, I don't see much more they can. They would go ahead. They will go ahead and pick up, man. But come on, man, just had a guy make some simple passes, let him get into a rhythm, get comfortable, bro, and let the chips fall where they may, bro.
I got you. I mean, that's a good take, Fred. We'll see how it works out. I mean, at this point, we ain't got no choice but to rock with Skyler. So, I mean,
Right.
we'll see how it shakes out. Maybe they, maybe we
And,
could
and
get by with Skyler.
yeah, and with that, CB, man, thanks for having me up on the show tonight, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Fred. It's always love, bro. Always love. All right, man. We got LaSalle. What's going on with you? You there? You there? What's good?
What's good? You might not remember, but I am Awesome LA.
You're where?
I'm Awesome LA. The guy that goes on AFC's Roundtable.
Oh, okay. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I will tell you this: when I saw what happened to Tua, I was effing pissed. I was pissed off, and I'm not even a fan of your team. I was so
Yeah. Why
because
were you upset, bro?
because I don't know. Like I'll tell you this story because this kind of goes in the same realm.
Okay.
I live in Summit, New Jersey.
Okay.
And there's some and in Summit High School, I used to be a classmate to like football players.
Okay.
Stuff. One football game against I don't know who it was. The quarterback had mono, and he went out there to play, and he died.
Wow. He died.
Now I'm looking at Tua situation. I'm like, bro, someone needs to go over there to him and be like, bro, I want to see you walk down the aisle with your daughter. I want to see you do this. I want to see you do that. And I don't feel like I understand he's his own man. I understand it. But someone has to at least tell him, like, hey, there might be a chance that you're not going to be able to do the thing that you want to do with your family because you're taking this type of stance. You know
It's
what
a
I mean?
risk. It's a risk.
It's a big risk, and
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. I might be a rival of your team. But I don't want to see anybody like that being hurt like that.
Yeah.
But at least I know this, because this was the kind of thing that got me. I think I send a lot of things on this. At least you know he ain't had no Michael Jordan mentality. He ain't have no Mamba mentality. He ain't have none of that, bro. Yeah, none of that.
I gotcha.
Because before that he was not good.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was
He struggled. He struggled for sure, man. He struggled for sure. But hey, I appreciate you coming on. It's how do you pronounce it? It's LaSalle?
I hope you have a good night.
It's LA-Cell or what is it?
It's LaSalle. It's LaSalle. But ultimately it was like something I just typed in.
I got you. You're a Jets fan, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, man. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all, man. We don't see y'all till later in the season, but I think it'll be a good matchup.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully, man. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
You too, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, later.
Come on.
All right, man. Shout out to LaSalle coming through, man. I've never met Buddy, so it was cool to meet him, get him up here. Charles, what's good with you? Charles, you there? Come on, Charles. Charles, come on. Let me get Buddy one more shot. You there, Charles? Nah, he ain't saying nothing. Don't be nervous, bro. You ain't got to be nervous to kick it. Shout out to the homie Mountie. Mountie, what's good? I know you there, dog. What's up? Come on, Mountie. I don't hear you either, bro. Tighten up. Come on, man. What's up with y'all audio? Mountie, jump out and come back in, bro. I'll add you back in. Let me see if Charles there real quick before I get truly on here. Charles, you there? Bro playing a video game. He on 2K. He ain't. Hey, I hear the controller in the background. Yeah, bro, I can hear you. Yeah, what you doing, bro?
I was looking for my controller, bro, because I was about to hop on the box while I was waiting.
I said, I hear you, bro. You playing Call of Duty. What's good?
What it do, bro?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
Dude, I ain't feeling good, bro.
So how long you been a Dolphins fan, man?
Bro, I've been a Dolphins fan for like 8 years now.
How old are you?
I'm 23, bro.
23. So what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on the game?
Bro, my thoughts.
Yeah, give me your thoughts,
my
man.
honest thoughts, bro. Dude, okay. We've been in purgatory for 23 years, my whole life.
Yeah.
Bro, I've witnessed so much, bro. I'm gonna get on Tua in a second, bro. Like, love bro to death. He's my QB. I'm a ride for him, you know. While he's at Miami, you know, I'm riding with Oos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I feel it.
at some point, like I'm praying for bro. Like my prayers are out for bro. Like I understand. He's got some shit going on. Like from a human to human standpoint, like I want the best for bro. Like his health is first. You know what I'm saying?
We want bro to win,
and that's why from seeing all the bros. Yeah, like seeing all bros concussions and all this shit, like it just hurts, bro, to see somebody going through that. And I remember the second one, the second big one when he was in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And I'm almost positive it was a Thursday night football game.
It was a Thursday night game.
Dude, he hit the same pose. And I was like, no, bro. Like I was literally like distraught from looking at that. I was like, is bro okay? Like, I don't know, bro. It's just something
it's
about
tough.
it, bro. Like it's just, dude. It's like.
What's your
being
thoughts?
a Dolphins fan is like,
bro, it's tough. It's tough.
Terrible,
what's your thoughts on moving forward? Do we got a shot with Skyler? Do you think we need to bring somebody in? Like, what's the thoughts, bro?
bro. All right, let me tell you. I'm on the TD. I'm on the TD anthem. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, I'm a rock with Skyler, bro. Again, it's the Dolphins, bro. I've been rooting for him when Tannehill was there, and bro was. I ain't gonna lie, bro was worse. Bro was worse than any of the quarterbacks we've seen in the last 4 years. But I mean, I'm a rock. I mean, we got a shot. We got a shot. But I don't think there's no chance we ain't making it. We ain't making it past the first round, I don't think, this year.
Damn.
There's no chance, bro.
No shot, huh? Even if what
We
if
might
Tua
not
come
even make
back
the
and what if
playoffs,
Tua
bro.
come back and he play?
Dude, we might not even make the playoffs no matter what, bro.
Damn.
Let me be honest, dude. And I don't even think I think at this point, and I'm not hating on Tua, but I think at this point it's a mental game. Like, Tua's got some shit on his mind now, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, he's got to think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has to think about his health, his family, now football. He has to think about his career. He has to go through, he has to try to get better, has to look at his second read, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot on his mind, man.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to take on, man. You just got paid and you're trying to think, do I continue down this path of injuries and risking everything for football, or
It's
do I,
tough. It's
you know what I'm
tough.
saying?
Yeah. Hey man, Charles, I appreciate you coming on, man. I mean, I've never
Yes, sir,
heard
bro.
you
Hey, it was good
before.
talking to you, dog. You have a good night, man.
Yeah. Hey, feel free to come through anytime, bro.
Yes, sir. All right.
All
I'll
right,
see you
later.
later.
All right, later. Hey, let me see if Mounty's ready real quick. Mounty, you there, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. I got you now. I got you.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, really quick, man. Hey, listen, I'm trying to be subjective, but I have to be objective a little bit.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
And listen, we talked in back channels about this.
Yeah.
Look, Tua did all of what he needed to do, which I ain't mad at him because the man is a grown man and this is a once in a lifetime gig. You got a family to take care of and things of that nature.
Yeah.
The last year, he did all of what he needed to do, i.e., getting rid of the football and doing whatever he needed to do to stay healthy.
Yes.
Now he got that ink on the dotted line, which all them guarantees and shit. Now he feels as though he's gonna run for first downs more from what he needed to do. Now it's like, okay, I'm gonna just put it all out there now that my name is on the dotted line.
Right.
Now, listen, I've always had an issue with that because remember in 22, when fresh off a 3-game hiatus from a concussion protocol, remember in Pittsburgh, he takes on Devin Bush head up.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got to be smart too. You got to be smarter than that. And it's just hard for me to try to gauge where his headspace is. Does he really want longevity in this game? Or does he wants to secure his bag and then possibly retire? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, that's a good observation, Monty. I mean, the quarterback protecting himself should be first priority. Like, I mean, bro, it don't matter if you just signed on the dotted line or what. Like, if you want to stay playing, if you want to get the money, you got to protect yourself.
What's the point of money when you having cognitive problems and you're having, you're having somebody to do sanitary issues on you because you can't control your bodily functions. Like what it's not worth that. However, I think because of the financial implications, I think he may try to, but it may come to a point based on what we've seen in 22 and 21 or 22 and what we saw yesterday. The NFL may step in and say, hey, look, we don't want to see this again because it's bad for CB. We already know it's bad for optics. If nothing,
it is. It's bad.
I mean, the guy is having, he's having convulsions or, his extremities are extracting and this and that and the third. Like, that's bad. Don't nobody want to see that.
It's bad for the optics, right? But also, I think you're in a position where, hey, if a player says he can play, like, how can you stop him from playing, right?
Well,
like, what would that look like from like an organizational standpoint and like the NFL standpoint? Because Tua could easily come out and say, hey, I'm suing the NFL because they're saying, hey, I'm not able to play. You didn't do this with the 6 other guys who had concussions, who had over 5 concussions in the NFL. Like,
yeah, but were they herking and jerking on the ground? Did they have to be taken up? Like,
but see, and I mean, bro, he's gonna say, "Hey, I got up and walked away from this." Like, I mean, like, there's so much there, Monty. I get what you're saying,
It's an
but there.
argument. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have an
Oh
argument
yeah,
per
yeah,
se, but
yeah.
listen. The NFL's been around for a long time.
It has, and it will continue
It's
to
the
be there.
shield
Yeah,
over everything else.
yeah, yeah. And you're right. But there's a lot of guys who have taken concussions. I just think that this is amplified for sure because of the convulsions and because of the way we're seeing this on primetime television,
That
and
shit don't
the
look
way
good, DB.
it looks terrible. It looks
That look
bad.
was horrible. That have your heart racing, bro.
It does. It looks bad. But we also see guys get knocked out in UFC. We see guys get knocked out in boxing, and it's a similar situation. It is. And honestly, I don't like to compare it to that, but that's exactly what it looks like is happening to Tua during these situations where he takes these hits to the head and stuff like that. It just looks bad, bro. It looks bad. But the Miami Dolphins are in a position where it's like, hey, I mean, are we gonna let him come back? Are we rolling with Skyler? Are we going to get somebody? Bro, it's just a bad situation to be in from an organizational standpoint. And I saw that shit all over Ross's face last night. I saw it all over Greer's face last night. They looked like they were fucking shell shocked in the booth up
Exactly.
there.
Greer looked like, oh fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
we
yeah,
just paid this dude, and here we are in this situation. And see, that's
yeah,
why I was telling a member of our community the other day. I was like, listen, and I said this last year. I said, listen, given the injury history that this kid has had throughout his
yeah.
career, not even just collegiate and pro, it's no reason that the team does not have provisions in this contract to where it protects the team in the case he gets a concussion or to where he's forced to retire or they're trying to.
There's got to be something. There's got to be something in there. We don't know what it is,
Man,
but
listen. I love Tua. I love all our teammates. I love everybody. But I want his quality of life to be that of a normal person, but I also want it to be competitive and win as well. So I mean, if it's found that he can't continue, okay, that's fine. Where does that put us so where we can move forward and put us in the best space possible?
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's where we are. And Mounty, bro, I thought you had some great observations. Hey, we got to have more conversations like this. I
Hey, hit
appreciate you coming
up,
through, bro.
Negro.
I'm gonna hit you up, dog. I'm gonna hit you up
All
for
right,
sure.
dog.
All right, bro. Hey, appreciate you, dog.
All right.
All right, later. Hey man, shout out to the homie Mounty, man. We got Truly on the stage. I got you, King Jamie next. Truly, what's good with you, my boy? How you doing?
I don't know, CB man. I'm man,
Come
CB
on,
man,
dog. Come on, dog. Where we at, bro?
CB man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I hear some of your takes, man.
And I
First of
know it.
all,
Look,
man.
look, look, look. And I know it. I know it. I bother some people. I know I do, bro. I know I get on some of y'all
But
nerves, and I'm
CB,
with it, bro.
it's not even that. It's not even that. My thing is, I respect the game because I'm right down the street from TD. I went to Dilla High, played football. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm from the career, you
Yeah.
know. But my thing is, it's like the advocating for Tua when you know you a dog, you know you done played ball, right?
Yeah.
And I know he's a good human being. I don't have a problem with saying Tua's a good human being, a God fearing man, right?
Yeah. 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 Of
But
course.
but my thing is this: when we advocating for him to get the bag and for him to be on this field when we know he's injury prone, we know that he hasn't had that sustainable health uh 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 longevity in the NFL. You
Mm-hmm.
have to say, what are we doing here first and foremost? You get what I'm saying? Second of all, okay, we do want a dog, but we can't count him out. You get what I'm saying? We can't count him out, but at the same time, we're gonna give him the bag.
And bro, I think I mean, you kind of you're on the right track, right? And honestly, there's a lot of uncertainty there in regards to Tua and his health, right? So there's definitely uncertainty there, and I know you good. So there's definitely uncertainty there, but I feel like you're only as good as your last season. And when Tua showed that he could stay healthy an entire season, I think that showed the Miami Dolphins that, hey, this we might be on the up, and we might
That's
need
one out
to.
of four.
And
That's
it
one
is,
out of four.
and
That's
you're
only
right,
a quarter.
and it's a quarter, right? But it's always like you in the NFL, it's like, damn, you only can look at the last season. I mean, you can look at previous history as well, but you can also look back at those early years and you can be like, man, Flores was kind of holding him back in moments. He didn't want him as the quarterback. He wanted Deshaun Watson. People can look at that situation and be like, that them
That's the
first
new
two
age. This
years,
the new age era, though, CB, man. I come up
and I
under the
get what you're
hard
saying.
nose. I
Bro, I
come
get
up
what
under
you're
that
saying.
dog. You know?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. But you can also look at that dog and be like, man, that dog really didn't want Tua in there. Like,
He
and
didn't. That's truth. That's facts. He
right.
didn't. He
So,
said he didn't.
bro, so if he didn't want him in there and he's holding them back in certain instances, can we hold that against him at those times? Like, can we hold being put on IR on him when he probably could have came back the next week and played? Like, it's just tough, dog. And I get
I
what you're saying.
I can't. I'm not gonna tiptoe around the Flores situation because I do look at it as Coach Flo was he didn't have the talent that Tua was granted with Mike McDaniel. So I'm not gonna tiptoe around that. I'm just gonna say maybe they didn't meet what they need to meet, but with Mike McDaniel now. He took a new approach to the game, and he's a
Yeah,
more friendlier person.
yeah,
And I mean sometimes that can bite you in your behind too. You have to be a coach at first. And you're gonna be a human being, and you're gonna have feelings and stuff like that. But he advocated for Tua to get this contract. We all know that Grill was at on you know a stand down on this contract, and Mike McDaniel went, you know,
yeah. He went
hey,
to
I,
bat. He
I
went
want
to
him to get
bat.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
He went
yeah,
to
yeah,
bat for him, right?
yeah.
So my thing is with Mike McDaniel and Tua, I don't see the offense as being as elevating as it was from last year. And I get it, people talking about the O line. True indeed, we don't have the best O line. But you can't sit here and tell me the pressures that they got last game and how the O line stood up and this, that, and other. And the play calling for this game, it looked totally shot.
Yeah, yeah.
It looked
I,
totally shot. People look lost in our home. We look lost out there in the stadium the other night.
and bro, I agree with you. And it wasn't, bro. I felt like A Chan had a fantastic game. Dude played out lights out,
Facts.
right? So
Facts.
there's some guys who stood out for sure. But when
Hmm.
it came down to an overall team, overall unit, the unit
Hmm.
just looked down, right? The
Hmm.
offensive line looked soft up front. They looked
Got
like they
pushed
didn't
around.
look, they getting pushed around. They didn't look like they
Yeah.
wanted no parts of that physicalness that
Yeah,
Buffalo was bringing.
them boys got a front seven that ain't like no other out there.
Yeah, so and they know that, and then
Yeah.
it was convenient for them to get hurt and injured and come out of the game and shit like that. So
Right.
that's part of it too. And Greer and McDaniel gonna have to own that shit. Like they're gonna
They
have to
yeah.
own that
Yeah.
because, bro, I said it. Technique and all this scheming will only get you so far, dog. At some point, you're gonna have to get down and dirty and get in the mud,
Right.
and we don't have the dudes to do that. We just
Right.
don't have the dudes. So
Yeah.
they're gonna have to figure it out, bro. It's gonna be it's about to be a long season, dog.
Yeah, it is. But
Bro.
this what I asked. This what I asked for y'all, right? This what I asked for you
Okay.
and the fan base, right? Tua's on the sideline. He's getting all the help that he can to think about what he's gonna do with his future, right?
Yeah.
But this what I really want the team to do. I want the team to rally around Skyler as what he was a seventh round draft pick or something like that,
Yeah. 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 Yep.
seventh round pick or whatever,
Yeah.
and like give him the shot that we've been giving Tua for all these years. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like if I really see the explosiveness in this guy, this young man here, he actually got a cannon and he got escapability as well.
And I like it. Look, and I like it. Truly thankful. I hear you, bro. But this is my thing with Skyler. Skyler has had plenty of opportunities to sit Tua's ass down, even before he got this bag. Now, let's be real about it. Skyler has had plenty of opportunities to go in and it really erased Tua from the equation, dog. Like, if he came out and played good in them games, we wouldn't even be talking about Tua right now.
I
Tua
don't
will,
think I don't
bro.
think I don't think they would let
Come
him
on,
do it though. I
but
don't
this,
think they would let him do it. The fan
but
base, the people would not give him a
no,
chance though,
and
bro. Like,
but we have given him a chance, and this is what
so
I'm saying with the
Buffalo,
Skyler situation and the Buffalo situation, bro. I thought he played a solid game. He didn't play great, right? But I don't expect that from a rookie going into a playoff atmosphere. The
right,
defense made a
right,
lot of plays in that game. We
right.
had some drops. That's the nature of the game. He played well enough to get a shot, and he's had opportunities, bro.
He's
My
had
thing
limited
is,
opportunities. He has not had like okay. My thing is this like with Tua, right? No,
yeah.
everybody's going to bat for Tua. Like not everybody. I feel like it's 50
Well,
50 or
now they
60
gotta go to
40.
bat for Skyler, bro. They
I
gotta.
don't see it. It's like a joke. It's like a joke. And my thing is this that if people rally around and not be if people rally around the team and not be just opposed to a player and say
Okay.
we're Dolphins. I mean I'm a 78. I'm a 70s baby.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
know I've been around a long time. You know, and my thing is like seeing Skylar come out there and I see an upside in the young man. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
most people may say, "Hey,
Bro, I
man,
get you. Yeah.
two of this, two of that." I don't think Tua has as many attributes. You get what I'm saying?
I
But
get
I'm
what you're
not gonna
saying.
sit here and say, you know, that was the other day. That game is over and we're done with it. We gotta let's move
And
on to the next
yeah,
man up and like let's level up for Skyler like we would do for anybody else. You
bro.
get what I'm saying?
And truly thankful. I agree with you, bro. At this point, that's what it has to be. If the Miami Dolphins are not gonna lay down, right? And they're gonna fight, they have to find a way to rally around Skyler and Tyreek needs to go to bat for Skyler. Hey, I'm confident in Skyler. I feel like he can get it done. If he's gonna be the guy, you need to instill that same confidence you had in Tua into Skyler at this point.
Because
Because
didn't they snatch everybody out when Skylar went in the other night? They snatched
yeah,
all the key players out.
yeah. I mean, it was a wrap at that point. So I
It
think
pretty much was. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. So I think it was a wrap at that point, and I think next game it'll be a fresh start for Skyler. He's gonna get the opportunity, right?
He's gonna get
Now,
the reps and
Skyler
stuff. Yeah.
Skyler gets the opportunity to shut all this Tua shit down. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, right? He's gonna have the opportunity to go into Seattle, play the best game of his life, and say, "Hey, he can carry us from here on out." Now, if he
Four
doesn't,
games. Four
bro,
games, right?
if he can do it, bro, if he can have a great 4 game stretch, we ain't even talk about Tua no more, bro. We like, hey, Skyler gonna ride us into there. Skyler can take us to the Super Bowl. Let's go get it.
Question is, this is
What?
the question. Next 4 games, Skylar go 3-1. Just we just speaking,
Shit,
ifs,
let
right?
Skyler rock. Let him rock.
But look,
Shit.
Tua come back. Hey, I want my
Nah,
job, right?
nah,
I
you don't
get
get
my
your
job.
job back. He don't get his job
Nah,
back.
they're gonna give him his
Nah,
job back,
this is
bro.
this is the
Come on.
thing. Unless Skyler is playing bad, he don't get his job back. And that's
I don't see it,
bro,
bro.
that's how it's got to be. And honestly,
Because you know what they said,
If
right?
Mike McDaniel is fair, he's got to give Skyler the opportunity to lose his job before he gives Tua the job back. And Tua needs to
Tua is
rest.
a
Tua needs to rest,
$250 million
bro.
quarterback. What do you mean?
But he still, bro. It don't hurt him to rest. He needs the time. He needs the time to
That's
heal
what I'm
up.
saying. Okay, and say for instance the playoffs come. Skylar been holding his team down, gets us to the playoff. I'm not saying that he's gonna do it. I'm just saying a
Yeah.
what if scenario.
All right, so
You
let's
get
say
what I'm saying?
Skyler plays all the way through the season and he gets us to the playoffs. he's going to
Right.
have the opportunity to play in the playoffs. They're not going to put Tua in fresh in the playoffs to play football. Now, if we go through the season and Skyler
Yeah.
starts playing bad towards the end of the season, and they
Yeah.
put Tua in, and Tua
Uh-huh.
starts rattling off wins, and we get into the playoffs, Tua's playing. Like, bro, that's just the nature of it. They feel like he's going to give us a better shot.
I know
So
you got more people in back waiting
yeah.
on you, but I got one last question.
Okay, one last question. What's up?
When you was watching that game, man, and you
Oh,
said
bro.
this before the injury. Like, man, I know they're gonna chew my ass out
Oh,
tomorrow.
I already
This,
knew.
man.
I already knew. When he threw that damn pick,
Yeah. Not the pick six.
No, the pick six, bro. I was cool with the other picks because it was like, bro, all right, you hit one dude off the shoulder, you overthrew one, you still in the game. It's still
Right.
manageable, right?
Right,
I've seen a lot of quarterbacks throw 2-3 interceptions in the game
Right.
and still find a way to make it right, right?
Right.
So
Right.
I like quarterbacks who could throw two and then bounce back and show they can
Yeah.
have a good second half, right? So I'm like,
Right.
I'm cool. But when I saw that third pick and I saw him try to
That
throw
was a
that
nail
ball
in
out
the
of bounds,
coffin,
that was a nail
man.
in the
That was a
coffin
nail
for
in the coffin.
me.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
like,
it.
bro,
It was over.
I was like, it's a wrap. They
Yeah.
still gonna kill me, and they should based off what
We
he did.
pretty much gave them the game. They ain't even
Yeah,
play
you
for
gift
it, bro.
wrapped it. You gift wrapped
Yeah.
it. You gift wrapped
Hey,
it.
man, CB, man.
Salute, bro.
man.
Salute. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you coming through,
No
bro.
doubt, man.
All
Take
right,
it easy,
bro.
bro.
Take it easy, bro. Shout out to the homie, man. That's good conversation right there, man. I got King Jamie, the King Jamie, the mad. What's good with you, bro?
What's up? Mad, not angry.
Okay. What's up with you? Hey, I see you got on the Chiefs jersey. You a Chiefs fan?
Oh yeah, man. I think I met you through TD a while back. I think I
Okay.
told you you had like the best voice in the business or
Oh,
something.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate
Yeah,
that,
man.
man.
You got a good voice. So first of all, I want to say, like, so you can get to know me a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been a Chiefs fan since I was like probably 12 or 13. I think my first game I was like 12 years old, 13 years old, something like that.
Okay, you from
It
up that
was
way?
against the Jets, bro, and they kicked our ass. And
Really?
I've always kind of had a soft spot in my heart for the Jets because they ain't done shit. And man, I'm old. Like homeboy says 78. I got a Harley Davidson older than him, you know.
God
And
damn.
but you know, yeah, 70s guys like us. Yeah, I'm early 70s, bro. I'm a 70 baby, so
That's what's up,
uh
man.
so they didn't give a shit about us. They didn't care.
Right.
They like go out play in the street and shit. Nobody cared about us, you know. But
Yeah. Yeah.
nowadays, like nowadays, you kids get to reap the harvest of what our parents prayed for because all we prayed for was a team that had a chance, you know.
Yeah.
It took a lot of years for us Chiefs fans, man. I mean, a
And,
lot of years, bro, and
bro,
a lot of prayers. And speaking of prayers, bro, before I let you go here,
yeah.
uh, prayers to Tua, man.
Oh yeah, for
Injuries
sure.
suck, bro.
They
I
do.
hate injuries. That ruins our chances. It ruins our game. It ruins the kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are kids to me, brother. You know, and I bet you young Tua would be so fun to go fishing with or hang out with or something because he just seems like a super nice guy.
Yeah, and
And it
that's
sucks
what
that he
sucks
got
about
hurt.
it. And that's what sucks
Yeah.
about like the situation too. And I know people look, there's people who don't like him for his play. I think there's people who think he's a great person, but they don't like him because of his play. But
Yeah.
damn, like I mean,
Yeah.
even if you don't like him because of his play, I think people are like, man, it's a tough situation. Like it's fucked up that the kid's
Man,
hurt
it's
and that he's
sad,
going through
bro.
this. Yeah.
I mean, that hit to the noggin a couple years ago, that shocked me. That shocked me, man. Like
Yeah.
his hands and stuff, and I was like, oh no. I mean, I seen guys get knocked out at the biker bar and do that shit, and they're not the same after, brother.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, it sucks, dude. I love our guys. It's entertainment for me. I I'm not that kind of fan that's gonna come in and just be a hard ass and be like ruthless and stuff like that. Nah, man, I'll support you guys that are doing good.
Yeah.
And I may not have ever been on the Tua bandwagon, brother. I mean, I wouldn't trade for the world for my patty cakes, but at the same time, I call him patty cakes because I found out his mom called him that when he was a kid.
That's funny.
That's the shit. As an old guy, that sticks to you.
Yeah, I got you.
Like Juju Smith-Schuster when he couldn't say choo choo train when he got one for a Christmas present.
Oh,
That's why he's Juju, brother.
so you know your guys in and out, man. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Oh, well, you have to, man. I'm a true Blue Chiefs fan. I might support all my Jets friends. What's up? What's up? Jets
Yeah.
fans. But hey,
What do you think?
like
What do
I'll
you?
tell this to the Jets guys: learn how to be a champion, man. Your time might be coming, so try to be cool to the fans and stuff, because we're all just fans of the game, man. This is the greatest show on earth to me,
Yeah, yeah. It's fun.
and
I
I
mean, it's
love
fun.
it that you love your team,
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about us moving forward? What do you think we should do, man?
All right, so I was pretty shocked that when Tua held out for the money. Now I'm gonna be honest. No matter how much I like Tua, I gotta be honest about this. When Tua was a holdout, I was like, lock the door.
Don't let him
I
back
mean,
in.
lock that fucking door and then just get some guy because you got a draft coming. He already said he's gonna hold out way
Yeah.
before the draft. What the fuck are you doing? Pardon my language, brother.
No, you're good. You're
I'm
good.
sorry, man. Old. So yeah, but I thought that you guys would have picked up Bo Nix or somebody.
In the
I
draft, right?
mean, I mean, well, at least hit a kid from the second round that's probably really quality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, do you
so
think at this point we rock with what we got? Do you think Tua's coming back? What's your thoughts? Do you think we're gonna have to go
and
get a guy?
I don't care what anybody says about that Skyler kid. He made it farther than I ever could. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
he made it to the show, bro. Even as a backup, shit, he made it to the show, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he could be a Brock Purdy. I don't know. I mean,
Bro, that's what we need him to be at this point. I
you
haven't
can't
seen
put
it
that much
yet.
pressure on a kid, though. I mean, the
But
Jets do that with
he ain't got
everybody they get, and they can't
right.
develop a quarterback for shit.
You're
I
right.
mean,
You're right. But he ain't gotta be that. He just gotta be like serviceable for us. Just help us
well,
help us bridge this gap.
what he needs is what a lot of young quarterbacks don't get, and that's support from the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
even on a bad day, because I watch the Broncos go through this twice a year. So they'll get a quarterback and they'll blame everything on that quarterback.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
remember a few years ago when Zach Wilson lost to the Patriots and everybody blamed Zach Wilson, but it was a muffed special teams event because it was a kickoff return for a touchdown,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Zach had the game won. All he had to do was float it out, and then everybody just goes, "Oh, it's the quarterback's fault." Well, I told the Jets fans it's starting to smell like Denver around here. I see this all the time, unless you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
John goddamn Elway or Peyton Manning, you're nothing to a Denver fan.
Yeah. And
You're
that's
going to get all the blame. And so I say support the kid. God dang, if he gets a touchdown, tear your damn shirt off in front of him and be like, you're the man. If he
yeah.
does bad, be like, it's okay. We'll get him next time. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. And still in that confidence. And that's bro, that young quarterbacks, young guys in the league
uh,
need that.
everybody that's young, don't you remember being
Yeah.
21, bro?
Yeah, bro.
God
You need
dang.
that.
That was
Yeah.
like 35 years ago for me. But
That's
yeah, I
crazy.
remember. I didn't know shit. I thought I knew everything. You
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
You know what I learned? I learned that I used to know everything, and then I learned out I really don't know that much. I mean,
Hell yeah.
so it's how it works in life, man. You'll go through all these cycles. Jeez, I had to pray and pray for 35 years before we even got Alex Smith and started doing good. For this last decade, it's been cool.
People think it's easy to win Super Bowls. I
Oh
mean,
my God. It
people think.
takes so many. It takes a mild case of alcoholism and then you're gonna become a smoker. And then, and then
Uh,
you're going to spend thousands of dollars every year traveling to games. Oh my God. It's
yeah,
just, luckily, I've been paid enough in my life that I can support all three of my habits:
there
drinking,
you
smoking,
go.
and being a retarded Chiefs fan. Oh my God, man.
That's crazy.
When we
Hey,
sucked, I spent 5,000 a year, bro.
yeah, that's crazy, man. Hey,
I
well, King
love the
Jamie, I
NFL.
appreciate you coming on, man. It's my first time meeting you, man. Hey, keep
Yeah,
rocking out,
CB.
bro. Keep rocking
You know what?
out.
I'm subscribed, bro. I'll be back. And to my Jets fans, what's up, boys? That's my family back east, bro. I'll go see Jets fans. I like Richie and Jets media stuff.
Oh
I
yeah,
like I
yeah.
like Richie a lot, dude. That's the
Sh-
coolest kid around. You
shout
should
out
hook
to
up
those
with him.
guys, man. Shout out to those guys
Yeah,
over there at
you should hook up with
Roundtable
him. Maybe
Sports.
next time we're on a stream or something, I'll tell his guys to flood your thing or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. Hit up Richie. Hit up Richie for me. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, man, you take care of yourself,
Hey,
man.
you
And
too,
keep
bro.
at it. You're doing a good thing here, and this is entertaining, brother.
Thanks, man. Be blessed, bro. Have a good one.
You-
Peace. Shout out to the homie, man. King Jamie the Mad, man. Came through. Hey, big time Chiefs fans. Hey, we got some people in here tonight, man. We've had steady 150 people watching. I'm probably gonna end it with the homie True Talk, man. True Talk. Oh my gosh. Can we come on, let me go out. Let me go out like right, True Talk. Let me go out right. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling. I mean, I mean, what happened last night was, sad and everything, blah blah, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, Tua's not coming back, right? So we gotta start talking about what's next.
Okay.
And and Tua's not what's next because if you listen to Mike McDaniel's press conference today, he said very clearly we need to have three quarterbacks on this team, and he said so that means that I'm gonna go out there and get another one, and that means Tim Boyle's on the team and Skyler Thompson's on the team. Tua is not on the team, is what that means to me. When he said that he needs three quarterbacks on this team, so he's going to go out there and get another one, that just
Okay.
means Tim Boyle, Skyler Thompson, and the other quarterback. And that's what it said to me. And also, Mike McDaniel also said today on the press conference that he called Tua earlier in the morning and Tua was still asleep. And this was at 11 a.m. Does that sound like a guy that that's retired? Because to me, it sounds like a guy that's ready to retire.
Because he was asleep at 11.
He was asleep at 11 a.m., Mike McDaniel said. He called him
I,
at 11 a.m. and he was still asleep.
I think
And
I mean, and he probably had a late night last night though. I mean, he probably went to bed at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the
But
morning.
CB, do you remember his last time in Cincinnati? He was up the next morning, getting ready to go through his training and progressions and stuff like that, so he could go back on the out there on the field. But this time, 11 a.m. and he's still asleep. I
Mm,
personally, I personally feel like because what I was seeing today was if Tua retires, he gets what $40 million or something like that. But
yeah,
if
he probably gets
if a
a he.
doctor if a doctor comes out and says that he can no longer play football again, he gets the $183 million, no questions asked. And he gets the money, and him and the Dolphins got to figure out how he gets it. So what I think is, I think Tua is just trying to go to a doctor that just says, "Hey, you can't play football anymore," so that gets off of his conscience that he retired. Because really, it was just the doctor that said you can't play football anymore. So
So you
he can't say nothing about it. Is what I feel like.
think Tua's ready to hang
I
this
think yeah.
thing up?
Yeah, I think he's just trying to find a way to like make himself not feel bad about himself by him retiring because he's a competitor, so he doesn't want to retire. So I feel like what he's doing is hoping that a doctor goes and tells him that he can no longer play football, so he makes all that money and he doesn't have to worry about football anymore. And I mean, I came up here to talk about life after Tua though, because
What
we
is
have Cam
what
Ward.
is life? What is life after Tua like? What's that
Um,
like?
I mean, depends on Skyler Thompson if I'm being real. Like,
How do you feel about Skyler Thompson? You think he's good enough, or you think he's not good enough to be the guy moving forward?
I mean, I gotta wait and see before I say anything, but I mean, I just didn't like how Tua got hurt last night, and then like a couple minutes later on the broadcast, they showed Tyreek Hill and Waddle sitting on the bench like laughing and having a good old time, and it's like your quarterback just went down with his fifth concussion in a year and a half, seizing up again after not even a hard hit, and you guys are on the bench laughing and laughing not about the situation, but like laughing in general. Like that's just not a good look for the team. Like it's not a good look for anybody. And so yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like life. If I'm being real, most best not best case scenario, but the most likely case scenario is we probably get a draft next. I feel like we're probably going to finish with 2 or 3 wins now this year, if that.
2 or 3 wins.
Yeah,
Damn.
and we already got one. So
Yeah, man. Hey, true talk. I appreciate you coming through, bro. And
yeah, I think
you kind of made me sad a little bit, but I mean,
it is what it is. It's life.
it may be the reality of it. It may be the
Yeah.
reality of it right now. I
And
mean, it is what
I
it
think
is.
Cam Ward or Carson Beck is the people we should be looking at. Is who Dolphins fans should be watching tomorrow on Saturday.
Ooh,
Carson Beck,
Carson.
Georgia, and Cam Ward, UM.
Who you like better, Cam Ward or Carson Beck?
I like Cam Ward better for sure.
You
That boy Cam
you a
Ward
Miami
is
Hurricane fan?
nah.
Oh, okay. Who's your
I
college team?
I like Alabama.
Oh, you a Bama guy? Is that why you?
I like SEC. I like Bama, Georgia, Ohio
Okay.
State. I like the ones that win
Oh,
when it comes to.
you like the winning teams.
Well, I mean, I like the players though more than anything when it comes to college football. So I like you know Alabama players. I
I
like
got
Georgia
you.
players. I
I
like
got you.
UM is going on me. I might watch the UM game tomorrow. Why
Who
not?
does
Might as
UM
well.
play tomorrow? Who do they play?
Ball State, I think it is.
Oh, they play some
They
scrubs.
they play a nobody. Yeah, they
Yeah,
should
yeah,
win
yeah.
that. But hey, I gotta watch for Cam Ward tomorrow. So
Yeah. Hey, Cam Ward's a dog. I like what I'm seeing from Cam Ward. Hopefully he could just keep it going, be consistent, and I mean I'm rooting for Buddy. Honestly, I'm a Knowles fan, but my team is trash, and when my team is trash, I just root for all the Florida teams. I don't
hey, I
care.
was I was a Seminoles fan last year
You said you were a
for
fan.
for a
Damn.
little
So
bit,
bro, you literally just hop around
and
from team to team, huh?
I liked the Seminoles until they didn't make the playoffs. And then, well, no, I liked them until Jordan Travis got hurt. When Jordan Travis got hurt, I was like, nah, let me switch back to Alabama. I used to like Clemson back in the day too, with Sammy Watkins back in the day.
Man,
Uh,
I think I froze up. Did I freeze up?
I don't know, I didn't notice, but I used to like Sammy Watkins back in the day, so I was Clemson. I used to like Laquan Treadwell, so that was Ole Miss. You know, I liked all that.
I got you. I got you. I may have froze up, man. I don't know what's going on with this. I can't even get William Perry in right now. You still hear me though? You still got my audio? True talk.
Yes, I still hear you.
I got you, man. I appreciate you coming on, dog. Good conversation, man. I'm glad you can come up and have some reasonable conversation. And I mean,
Of
you
course, I
actually,
always have real conversations.
yeah, yeah. No, you don't always have real conversations, but it's good to have conversations with you, bro. I'm frozen right now. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to restart my computer, but then I'm gonna pop back in. So go ahead and leave the studio, True Talk, real quick for me.
Sounds good.
Um, yeah. Leave the studio real quick. I'm gonna have to restart my computer and then I'm gonna jump back on. All right, give me 1 second. Hold up 1 second. Hey, I'm back real quick. Hey, I got the homie in here. Hey, let's get it, William Perry. You my last guest of the night. Hey, let's go. You in here, bro? There he
What's
is.
up, my brother?
What's up?
What you up to?
Hey, man. I wasn't feeling the best, but it's good getting on here and talking to my Dolphin fans, talking about, what we're going through right now, talking through our troubles, right?
Well,
How you feel,
well, I
man?
had to stop tournament so I could be the last guest
I
of the
appreciate
night.
what you doing? You playing pool? What you got going?
Yep, pool tonight. I'm trying to rekindle some of my traveling pro days. My son's playing with me now, so it's kind of reignited the fire to kind of start doing more
Hey,
with pools.
when you come to Florida, come to Orlando. We got to play, man. I'm
We
down.
have to. We'll have a ton of fun, brother. And listen, we can go to a random bar and we'll play for free the rest of the night. It'll be so much fun.
Oh yeah, I'm
We'll
with
get
it.
all the drinks. I was in Tampa a couple. I was in Tampa a
Yeah,
couple weeks
yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we stopped at this little place that was out there, and we just found it, and there was one pool table in there. So I started playing guys one handed the whole night. We ended up winning all the drinks, and then my girl she plays a little bit, and so we started playing like some doubles, and ended up like. We never paid for anything. I walked away with a fucking $50 bar tab, and I was there for
Nice.
4 hours. It's
Damn,
a lot of fun. It's a lot of
that's
fun,
that's crazy, man. How? I mean, did you watch the game last night?
and brother. Like the game at the beginning, I knew what the game was going to be. I didn't see Tua getting hurt at the end,
Yeah.
but like I saw what was happening from the first snap he took. Uh, this starts in the trenches, like we
Mm,
talked about.
mm.
And I want you to look at this, and you'll see it on the tape. And I'm sorry, I love TD Finstock so much, but he does not know how to evaluate film correctly. It's just bad. And if you watch the tape, you'll see what we talked about the whole entire time. Jacksonville was doing it to us last week, and the Bills have a better front four than Jacksonville has.
That's what I saw last night. Yeah, for sure.
That front four allows for the defense to play freely the whole entire night. You get the bump and run coverage because Tua can't catch up to that split second where they bump and run,
Mm-hmm.
and Tyreek's getting off. He can't stop. He doesn't have enough time to take that extra split second to throw the ball because the timing's gone after that part. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because the front four have decimated the middle of the field. I mean the interior line that Tehran cannot by himself. Tehran and Austin Jackson by themselves cannot fix the interior.
yeah,
They were never the linebackers. I put it in the chat earlier. The linebackers can play further back because they don't have to worry about anything through the middle.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ed Oliver was a monster last night.
He was destroying the interior parts of the line, and Jacksonville did it last week, and Buffalo was like, we're just going to do this all night. You know how many times Buffalo blitzed last night?
How many times?
3 times the entire
Three,
night. How many
three
times did it look like
times.
they was getting blitzed last night? How many times did it look like we was getting blitzed? Like when Tua throws the interception, the pick six, when
Yeah.
he should have just thrown it at the defender's knee,
Oh,
mind you. But
they
that's
rushed
in the
four. They
moment.
rushed four on that play, didn't they?
Yeah, they rushed 4 on that play.
That's crazy, bro.
DB's out in the outfield just chilling. Oh, he
Hit
doesn't have to do
lollipop.
anything.
Hey,
Yeah,
hit lollipop pass coming in. Oh, let me run this
yeah.
down. Yeah, it's crazy.
The problem is that our front office cannot evaluate offensive linemen correctly, especially on the interior. How are we going to boost guys? We talked about this during the offseason that this offensive line was going to be the problem, and it sets the tone for how the defenses can set up to stop. It doesn't matter about our speed. because they know the front four are going to do all the damage to the middle.
You
They can get to the quarterback and not do anything.
Yeah, and you gotta have something to counter that, right? It's like
What do you
Mike
do?
McDaniel's a smart guy, honestly.
What do you do? Throw bubble screens the whole night.
I mean,
You know what I'm
that's all you can do. But when guys are flying around and they're making plays on the screens, it's like, damn, like what's next?
Exactly. They can make plays on the screens because the interior, they're getting to the front four, are getting to the quarterback so fast that we can do the end. That we,
Oh, you went in the blender for a second. You there? I lost you.
we get Devon. Yeah, my bad. I got a phone call at the same time that we were talking.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
So we can pass all these balls to Devon A-Chain, which he should not have played the after Tua got hurt. We should put in Wright and somebody else at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
And just not like Wright needs the experience, and anybody else who has, I guess.
I know you got a call again, but A-Chan played way too long last night.
He did.
He played way too long.
This is this is the worst fear that we talked about at the beginning of the year, that we are not going to be able to win with these trenches, and it's going to affect the way that every defense plays us. It doesn't matter if Skyler goes in there next week and plays Seattle. You know what Seattle's going to do? They're going to do the same thing Buffalo do. We're going to rush forward. We're going to sit and wait because guess what? There's no time in the pocket for Skyler. And hats off for Tua trying to make plays and put the team on his shoulders to try to get there. Yes, he got hurt, and we're in a bad predicament now. But at least he was trying to do something, and nobody gives him any kind of credit for it. It's wild to say that he hits a guy in the fucking chest and throws and becomes an interception, and somehow that's his fault.
I don't understand. That's what I don't understand about people. Like, people will say that's on Tua, and I'm just like, bro, if you know ball, you know that wasn't Tua's fault. It wasn't Tua's fault, and it's just tough, man. Honestly, guys, it's at this point, Tua's out. It's gonna have to be rallying around Skyler and trying to make plays for him. Miami is going to have to start running the ball more effectively. Like they gotta find a way to run the football.
But if you can't run the ball up the middle, CD,
you're pigeonholed. You're pigeonholed to doing it outside.
And then what do you do? What are we supposed to do? This is a front office mistake. Oh, y'all are worried more about the offensive line than we are. Yeah, because clearly we can't even play this type of ball that you want. Listen, TD tries to take this stuff and evaluate film, but he's always saying, "Oh, well, this guy's wide open on the right side of the field." Well, whenever you can't get to the right side of the field because the pass rush is coming so fast, because your offensive line is incompetent, you can't? They're not strong enough to play that style offense. The offensive linemen, the interior offensive linemen that we have, do not have the strength to play that style of or anchor to play that style of offense. You know what I'm saying?
And William, and what's bad right now is that our tackles are playing bad. Like, it's not just the interior; it's like everybody played bad that game. Armstead, Austin Jackson, everybody.
Well, Armstead was playing good until he couldn't. I mean, he couldn't do anymore because the rest of the rest of the line couldn't get on the same page as he was getting. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible to play this game like this.
Man.
It is, and everybody wants to take the limitations. Oh, it's all Tua's fault because he's limited. Well, guess what? If the offensive line is limited, give me a half a second more to where I could look to the other side of the field and throw the ball. Maybe we could do a little bit better. But it's not the case. It's just we don't have the time. If you had 3 seconds or 3.5 seconds to throw to let Tua just process the rest of the field. Mike McDaniel is handcuffed on the way he can call plays because he knows specifically. He says it. And nobody's listening. That and so the way that he can call plays and let Tua process through the entire field.
But but
You only
that's
have to cut off the field.
I know, but see, my issue with that, and I'm gonna wrap up with this, is that it's his fault because he has the opportunity to go to Chris Greer and say, "Hey, bro, we need more offensive line. Like we need more
Why did we
help."
take? I completely get that too, but
Yeah,
I
it's like,
think he
bro, we
was
got to do
fighting for
better.
it. We've got to do better at drafting, definitely, because our trenches on both sides of the ball are terrible. We can't
Yeah,
stop the run on the middle. We had to let Christian Wilkins go, and he's not doing great over at the Raiders either.
I don't think
You know what I
Christian
mean?
Wilkins is that. I don't think he's a world beater of a player. I mean,
He's not.
nah, I don't think he's. I don't
But
think
he
he's
was
worth.
good enough to at least give us some kind of competency on the run stopping. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's ridiculous to think, and that me and you have had this conversation, and everybody else has had this conversation that
yeah.
why are we? You're the GM, but but the people that are looking at the tape are telling you the same thing. This offensive line and our trenches are not and
It,
are not what it is.
yeah, and it will be great to have.
Anthony Weaver is really good to hold off the Bills from a score in the second half, even though the Bills didn't even have to play the second half. They could play all their second and
Yeah.
third stringers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I hate that this fan base jumps on the quarterback so hard that was trying so hard to just make plays to make it happen. But he throws that pick six, he's going backwards and then running from
He's running for
the
his life.
rush.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, what are we doing?
But he's gotta eat that. He's gotta eat
He
it.
should have
And
thrown it at the defender. He should have thrown it
yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah.
defender at his knees and then just let it bounce off of him, and that would have been the thing. But how many times do you have a play like that happen where you're just gonna throw it at the defender? He's trying
Yeah,
to get
no,
it to
no.
the sideline like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
It's sad, and I hate it for Tua because he's a Bama guy, and I'm a Bama guy, and I watched his whole career, and he's so talented, but he tried to play hero ball, and that cost us long term slide.
Yeah.
But T.J. Watt said the same thing today. If he'd have missed the first down because he slid, the same people would have been crushing him for missing the first down than the people that whenever he went head first.
Yeah. And that's just the nature of playing the position and being
You're
Tua
going to take
Tagovailoa.
all the
Yep.
discredit. Look, it's not about arm strength or anything at this point. It's about the competency of the offensive line being able to stop everything that's going on. We cannot win with these trenches like this. We can't win big. I mean, we can win some games, but we're not going to win the big games whenever Patrick Mahomes showed us first and foremost in the Super Bowl that whenever his starting lineup all went out for COVID, that he
Oh,
couldn't win.
yeah, he couldn't win. He was running for his life.
Running
And
for his life the entire time.
yeah, man, William Perry, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
I get more positive. We're going to be fine. We're not going to be able to win with these trenches, though, brother. Like we might be able to make some things happen, but like we're not going to win the big games with these trenches, especially with these Pro Bowl defensive
yeah,
lines trying to hit us, especially with the Chiefs, especially with the Bills, the Ravens, Jacksonville. You know, they're not terrible. They're not a terrible team.
no,
But look what they did.
yeah. Man, I appreciate you coming through, bro. It's always love, man.
My brother, I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Hit me up,
All
dog.
right.
All
Later,
right,
my
later.
man.
Later. Shout out to my guy William Perry popping in, showing love. He's a big friend of the show. Big friend of the show, man. Man, what a show tonight. We've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I appreciate all the support. Guys, hit the like button for me on your way out. Support the channel by becoming a member, jump in the members gang, super chat, stuff like that. Like I said, appreciate everybody coming through. 2 hours of talking Miami Dolphins after the loss we had last night was rough, but my spirits are up. We'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I have faith in McDaniel. He's going to figure it out. Adversity brings opportunity to fix this shit. And maybe we fix it. Maybe we right the ship. Maybe we rally around Skyler. Maybe Tua being out is more incentive for the guys to be like, hey, let's go get it done. Let's go find a way and will ourselves to wins. So guys, I appreciate you. I love you guys despite it all. Even if you're in the wolf pack, I still got love for you. Do me a favor, punch the like button on your way out. Hit the dislike if you don't like it. I just appreciate the engagement. So we'll be back. We will probably watch the All 22 very soon, maybe tomorrow or Sunday. I'll definitely be back within the next couple days to just kind of discuss what I'm seeing on film. I'm definitely going to watch it. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. It's we get the opportunity to watch football Sunday and just not be worried about anything. So I'm looking forward to it. College football tomorrow, NFL Sunday. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, I'm out. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.